Imagine lying down for what seems like another peaceful night, only to never wake up. This isn't a horror story, it's a quiet reality for thousands of seniors each year. But what if I told you that many of these silent deaths could be prevented with just a few mindful habits? This isn't about spreading fear. It's about giving you the power to protect yourself and your loved ones. Many elderly people go to bed without realizing they're repeating simple mistakes that can trigger dangerous health events like strokes, heart attacks, or respiratory issues during sleep. From the position you sleep in to what you eat or drink before bed, every little choice matters more than you think after 70. In this video, we reveal 4 critical yet often ignored nighttime risks. Backed by real medical insight and 30 years of experience caring for older adults, I'll share easy, practical habits that can drastically reduce your risk. These small changes won't just help you sleep better, they could help save your life. So before you turn off the lights tonight, stay with me, because one peaceful night should never be your last. Part 1: The Silent Killer. Nighttime hypertension. You might think the quiet of the night is a time of peace for your body, but for many older adults, it's when one of the most dangerous health threats strikes, without warning, without symptoms, and often without a second chance. It's called nighttime hypertension, and it's earned its name as the silent killer for good reason. Let me tell you about Patricia. At 81 years old, Patricia had always kept her blood pressure in check. Regular doctor visits, medication, a low-sodium diet, all the things we usually recommend. Her readings during the day were within normal limits, and she assumed she was doing everything right. But then one night, Patricia fainted while getting up to use the bathroom. It wasn't a fall, just a brief collapse. No pain, no dizziness, just a moment of darkness. Her daughter insisted on a hospital visit. That decision, and what followed, saved Patricia's life. Doctors decided to monitor her blood pressure for 24 hours using a device called an ambulatory blood pressure monitor. What they found shocked everyone. Patricia's blood pressure spiked to dangerous levels around 3 a.m. every night, a time when her heart should have been resting. This is a phenomenon that, sadly, I've seen many times in my 30 years of practice. Older adults often have what's known as non-dipping blood pressure, a condition where blood pressure doesn't fall at night the way it should. In some cases, it even rises, increasing the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and sudden death during sleep. Our hearts are remarkable organs, designed to work harder during the day and rest at night. In healthy individuals, nighttime blood pressure drops by about 10% to 20%. But in many seniors, particularly those with diabetes, kidney disease, or sleep apnea, this drop doesn't happen. Instead, pressure remains high, or worse, spikes during deep sleep cycles. These nocturnal surges often go undetected because we rarely measure blood pressure during sleep. And yet, according to recent studies, nighttime hypertension is a stronger predictor of cardiovascular events than daytime readings. Here's the good news. This hidden danger can be managed if we know where to look. 1. Ask your doctor for a 24-hour blood pressure monitor. If you're over 65 and have a history of high blood pressure, request ambulatory monitoring. It's painless and it could save your life. 2. Limit salt and caffeine at dinner. Even a single salty meal can elevate nighttime pressure. Avoid canned soups, processed snacks, and late evening coffee or tea. 3. Take an evening walk. Light physical activity after dinner improves circulation and helps lower resting blood pressure before sleep. 4. Create a stress-free bedtime routine. Avoid watching the news or engaging in arguments close to bedtime. Try breathing exercises, meditation, or soft music to calm your nervous system. 5. Check your medications. Some blood pressure medications lose effectiveness overnight. Your doctor may need to adjust the timing or type of medication to provide 24-hour protection. You may not feel anything unusual as you drift off to sleep. No pain, no warning signs, but your heart, your most faithful companion, might be struggling in silence. It might be quietly begging for a break, for rest, for a moment of peace. This is your gentle reminder. Just because the world is quiet doesn't mean your body is at ease. Stillness in sleep should bring healing, not hidden harm. Don't wait for a wake-up call that never comes. Ask the hard questions now. Advocate for yourself, because peace of mind begins with peace of heart, and that peace starts tonight. Part 2, sleep apnea, the breath that never comes. Sleep apnea may seem like just another part of aging, just a little snoring, a bit more daytime tiredness, but that assumption can be dangerously misleading. In reality, sleep apnea is a silent threat, one that repeatedly cuts off the oxygen your body needs during the most vulnerable hours of the night. Let me tell you a story. Albert, 76, was the picture of normal aging, or so he thought. Every afternoon, he'd fall asleep in his chair. He blamed it on boredom or old age. His wife, Maria, noticed something else. She would lie awake next to him, counting the seconds between breaths. Sometimes she waited too long to hear the next one. She gently nudged him awake more than once, her heart pounding with fear. Still, Albert brushed it off. Just tired, he'd say, but the fatigue got worse. He became irritable, forgetful, and foggy-headed. It wasn't until Maria insisted he take a sleep study that the truth came out. Moderate obstructive sleep apnea. After starting nightly use of a CPAP, continuous positive airway pressure machine, Albert noticed something he hadn't felt in years. Clarity. Energy. A sense of lightness in the morning. He had unknowingly been suffocating in his sleep for years. As someone who has treated older patients for over 30 years, I can tell you this. Sleep apnea is one of the most overlooked and underdiagnosed conditions in seniors, especially those who live or sleep alone. Often it's only detected when a partner notices loud snoring, gasping, or pauses in breathing. But sleep apnea doesn't always come with loud alarms. Many seniors experience what we call silent apnea, where breathing stops without snoring. The heart panics in these moments, blood pressure surges, the brain briefly wakes up again and again all night. This constant interruption increases the risk of stroke, heart attack, memory loss and dementia, sudden cardiac death during sleep, and yet many older adults continue to brush it off as just getting old. What you can do, even if you live alone or think you're not at risk, I encourage you to take the following steps. Get a sleep study. These are painless tests often done at home now. They monitor your breathing, oxygen levels, and sleep quality. Track how you feel in the morning. Are you waking up tired despite 7 to 8 hours of sleep? Do you get morning headaches, dry mouth? These are subtle signs of apnea. Notice daytime patterns. Falling asleep during the day, especially while reading or watching TV, is a red flag, especially if it's happening more often than before. Listen to loved ones. If someone tells you that you snore or seem to stop breathing during sleep, take it seriously. It's not just about being annoying, it's about staying alive. There's something deeply unsettling about the idea of being harmed by something as natural as sleep. We think of sleep as healing, peaceful, safe. But when your body is repeatedly deprived of air night after night, sleep becomes a hidden battleground. You don't have to snore to be in danger. You don't have to be overweight. You don't even have to be aware of the problem. You only need to stop breathing once, just once, and it could change everything. That's why we must act before the silence becomes permanent. Let this be your wake-up call, not in the middle of the night with a gasp for air, but now, while you still have time. Your breath is your life. Guard it, even while you sleep. Part 3. The air that betrays you. Poor bedroom air quality. Walter, 76, always thought his difficulty sleeping was just part of aging. He blamed it on aching joints or simply getting older. But after waking up every morning with a headache and a heavy chest, his daughter convinced him to place a small air quality monitor in his bedroom. What it revealed shocked them both. Carbon dioxide, CO2, levels were spiking dangerously overnight due to poor ventilation and years of sealed windows. The air that was supposed to cradle him in peaceful rest was silently poisoning him. With a cracked window and a modest HEPA air purifier, Walter noticed a transformation in just a week. His headaches faded, his dreams returned, and he even woke up without that familiar tightness in his chest. It wasn't magic. It was oxygen. The breath of life, restored. As a doctor with 30 years of experience in geriatric health, I can tell you this. Poor indoor air quality is one of the most overlooked dangers for seniors, especially at night. Our lungs don't work the same way after 70. The elasticity decreases, the cilia that clear out toxins slow down, and oxygen absorption becomes less efficient. If the air is heavy with carbon dioxide, mold spores, dust, or synthetic fragrances, your lungs must work overtime just to keep you alive through the night. This constant, invisible strain is called microstress, a low-level, persistent burden that taxes the cardiovascular and immune systems. Over time, it may contribute to high blood pressure, increased inflammation, poor sleep quality, and even higher risk of stroke or heart failure. In essence, you're asking your body to run a marathon in your sleep without ever crossing a finish line. What you can do tonight: ventilate daily, open your windows for at least 10 to 15 minutes every day, even in winter. Fresh air helps reduce CO2 buildup, dust mites, and stale odours. Remove clutter and scented products. That cozy pile of books and plush decor may be trapping allergens and reducing air circulation. Air fresheners, candles, and even some cleaning sprays release volatile organic compounds, VOCs, which irritate aging lungs. Use a HEPA air purifier. A purifier with a high-efficiency particulate air HEPA filter can trap 99.97% of airborne particles, including dust, pollen, and mold. Look for one sized for your room and change the filter as recommended. Check for mold or mildew, especially around windows, ceilings, and behind furniture. If you smell a musty odour, don't ignore it. Mold can release spores that inflame respiratory pathways and weaken immunity over time. Avoid sleeping with doors closed. If there's no open window or vent, a closed door traps exhaled CO2, which rises throughout the night, especially in smaller rooms. Your breath should heal you, not harm you. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary where your body can truly rest, not a hidden trap where invisible particles burden your every inhale. So tonight, open the window just a crack. Let a breeze touch your skin. Let the room breathe with you. And remember, the air around you is not just oxygen, it's life. Respect it, clean it, and invite it in gently. You deserve to wake up not just alive, but alive and well. If you found this helpful, please like this video, subscribe to our channel Golden Years Balance, and leave a comment below. What changes will you make in your bedroom tonight? Let's keep learning, living, and breathing together. Part 4, when stillness means danger. Infrequent nighttime movement. George, 84, had always been proud of how still he slept. Never tossed or turned like others, he'd say with a grin. His bed always looked barely touched in the morning. But that quiet stillness, once thought to be a blessing, turned out to be a silent alarm. A routine heart check at his daughter's insistence uncovered early-stage arterial blockages. The cardiologist noted something surprising: George's lack of nocturnal movement. Instead of being a sign of peaceful rest, his stillness was actually a warning sign. His body wasn't readjusting, and that meant something deeper was wrong. As a doctor with 3 decades of experience in elder care, I've learned to observe more than just symptoms. I watch patterns. One that often goes unnoticed is nighttime immobility. Many people think movement at night is bad, that it interrupts deep sleep. But that's not the whole truth. Movement during sleep is not just normal, it's necessary. Shifting positions helps maintain circulation, reduce pressure on nerves and joints, and regulate body temperature. When a senior sleeps in the same position all night, it can indicate more than just good rest. It may suggest weakened neural signals, low cardiac output, or even early signs of degenerative disease. In fact, several of my patients who were later diagnosed with early-stage Parkinson's or vascular issues first presented with a strange detail: their bed looked undisturbed. One patient's spouse said, "It's like he turned into a statue at night." That observation turned out to be life-saving. What you can do: stretch before bed. Gentle stretches help promote circulation and relax muscle tension. Focus on your legs, back, and shoulders. This primes your body for natural movement throughout the night. Avoid sedatives unless prescribed. Many over-the-counter sleep aids suppress the body's natural sleep cycles and reduce REM-related movement. Consult your doctor before using anything regularly. Keep a cool room. A slightly cool environment helps regulate core body temperature and can subtly encourage turning during sleep. Around 65 degrees, 18 degrees is ideal for most seniors. Hydrate wisely. A glass of water about an hour before bed can encourage you to wake at least once, providing a chance to stretch, shift, and reset your circulation. Just avoid overhydrating, especially if you struggle with frequent urination at night. Talk to your doctor. If you or a loved one wake in the same exact position every day, bring it up. It may feel like a minor detail, but it can offer critical insight into your neurological or cardiovascular health. To the untrained eye, stillness looks serene, and for years many seniors, even their families, see it as a sign of deep sleep or restful nights. But here's the truth. Stillness, when unnatural, can be a whisper from the body saying, "Help me." Stillness can be resignation, not peace, a body too tired to move, a heart struggling in silence, a nervous system that's lost its rhythm. As we age, we must become better listeners, not just to our words or worries, but to the silent signals of our bodies. Movement is life. Even while sleeping, the body should be dancing its quiet choreography, turning, shifting, resetting. George, thankfully, caught it in time. A combination of lifestyle changes, medication, and awareness gave him new energy and more active nights. Now he jokes, "I finally sleep like a teenager, rolling around all night. And for once, that's a good thing." Peaceful sleep is not just about silence. It's about balance, rhythm, and subtle movement. Don't ignore the signs your body gives, even if they come softly in the night. If this message resonated with you or reminded you of someone you care about, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, Golden Years Balance. Together, let's continue learning how to age not just longer, but wiser. Sleep is more than just rest. It's a reflection of how we live, how we care for ourselves, and how we listen to our bodies. Each breath you take during the night, each position your body settles into, each pause, each stir, they are all messengers. Gentle signals from within, whispering truths that often go unnoticed. Your body speaks in silence. A racing heart that doesn't ease at night might be a call for help. A room too quiet, too still, might signal that something vital, movement, breath, circulation, is missing. The air you breathe, the pressure in your blood, the stillness in your limbs, all of it tells a story, and the beauty is, you have the power to rewrite it. Every quiet risk we explored today, hypertension that hides in the dark, unrecognized sleep apnea, toxic air, or even an unmoving body, is avoidable, but only if we're willing to pay attention. You don't need perfection, just an intention. As a doctor with 3 decades of experience, I've seen too many families lose someone they loved simply because they missed these subtle clues. Let your sleep be a practice of self-care, not self-neglect. Give your body the kindness it's been asking for. So tonight, before you close your eyes, take a deep breath, not just into your lungs, but into your awareness. Ask yourself, have I done what I can today to give myself a better tomorrow? Sleep doesn't guarantee waking, but mindful sleep gives you the best chance. If something in this video resonated with you, I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments. Which small habit will you start tonight? Was there a moment that made you pause and think differently? Your story may be the very thing that opens someone else's eyes. And if you found value here, please consider giving us a like, subscribing to our channel, and turning on the bell for more. We're not just another health channel, we're a space for reflection, prevention, and gentle guidance through the golden years. This is Golden Years Balance. Thank you for being with us. Until next time, rest well, stay aware, and take care of your heart.